Hello everybody, and welcome to this unboxing video for Mansions of Madness Beyond the Threshold. This is the first expansion for, well, Mansions of Madness, since its second edition release, created by Fantasy Flight Games, who have been making many of the Lovecraftian-based games for uh, quite some time now, including Arkham Horror and Eldritch Horror. Only so many names they come up with for this stuff, but here we go. There are other expansions to this game, or were. They've kind of all been condensed due to the second edition and add-on packs, but this is, again, the first one since the re-release and the rules changed. So, first off, we've got a basic this might just be the entire. Oh, yeah, it's just a componentless uh, expansion overview. Let's see here. Usual Fantasy Flight. Here's our catalog. Funny note, it's winter 2015. New board pieces. I'll get to that. I'll get to that after I've finished pulling everything out of the box. We've got our new figures, including new investigators and monsters, I think. Let's see here. We've got, there's one of the investigators. The investigators, for those who are not familiar, are the characters that you portray when you are going through the scenarios. Mansions of Madness is a very explore, insert abandoned place or a mysterious setting in a, again, Lovecraftian horror setting. This isn't Lovecraftian-ish. This is actually, here is the H.P. Lovecraft in like monsters and characters and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how, and yeah, it came with four of this one monster, which is a girl, a girl or a woman, in with the big giant monster claw. I don't actually know what it's called. I'll find out in a minute. Looks like it's got a bunch more cards. Some common items. Some new trauma, physical and mental trauma. Those all have unique things on the other side. At some point in time in the game, it asks you to flip these over, or if you have them, and different things can happen. I'm not actually reading them because I want it to actually be a surprise for me and my friends when we play it. One new unique card. A new spell called Mesmerized. Again, not reading the specific ones because I want an element of surprise to myself when I play this. Ooh, this is what I was hoping for. Not one, not two, not three, but four new insanities. I believe making that now 16 to the game. The insanities are when you are at full mental damage. You get rid of all of that, and you take an insanity. You don't tell the rest of the group what it is. It makes for some wonderfully fun time. One of them is like there's all sorts of different things. I haven't read all of them. Some of them that I'm familiar with are one of the thousand, I think it's called, where you actually start worshiping the old god, and your objective is no longer to succeed, but to actually kill one of the other players. The only thing I don't like about that one is it ends the game right there and then when you do succeed. It's not just you win, it's you win and everyone else loses. Um, Another one that I've seen, I've had this come up twice with other players, and it's made for some wonderful time, is mute. It took us once while playing a session, half an hour into the game to realize that the player got mute. We thought he was just really upset at like the way the game was, how the dice were not going in his favor. Um, Looks like there's another spell. This one is Arcane Insight. And I don't think this is actually a spell, even though it's got a... might be. I'll have to look this one up in detail, but it might be because it's got that icon there. It might actually just be a basic weapon, but it's Poison Mist. The usual bases. Um, the all the figures come, all the monsters come with bases to be slotted into. Um, and then we have the cards for the investigators. Let's see here. Akachi Oniel. I'm horrible at pronouncing things, especially names. And Wilson Richards, who are the shaman and the handyman. Alright, and let's go back to the punch-out board, see what's amongst that. Probably not too much. In fact, some of these look like repeats. Oh, the monsters are called thralls. The actual tokens for the monsters actually are on the punch-out board. They just slot right into the stands, and then you see the names on those. It's also, to my knowledge, for some sharing of various things, or sharing across multiple games. So it's got some extra clue tokens, which is nice. Fire and darkness tokens. I always love how they fit those together. And then these purple keys are not something I've seen before. Um, some more fire and darkness tokens, as well as we're on the first one with the monsters. And then there's a bunch of the... This is what actually makes up the board, are a bunch of these. The game is generated by a app, be it on your phone, tablet, or you can also get a Steam version. The app is free, although from what I've recently found out, there is a DLC for $5 for more story, which actually makes me happy, providing it's decent, because one of my biggest gripes about the base game was there were only 4 scenarios for a $100 game. And then each of the add-ons only added on 1 each. I don't know what this adds on, but we'll see. So there were 6 more of these, and then also along with that piece was a bunch of these are generally NPC tokens. They have their names on the back. Um, and then they play into the scenarios that go with that. I think that's everything. That's everything involved in this box. This was me trying something new for the first time instead of a mystery box or a early release. I thought I'd try something that I just recently got. If people would like me to go over Mansions of Madness, be it showing what's in the box or um, how to play the game or a review, please leave a comment. If you liked this or would give it a like. If you didn't dislike it, constructive criticism is also always welcome. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe. But for now, that's all. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.